Alright guys, so I got my Acura CL here. I got the front bumper all torn off. Getting ready to put my new headlights in. Well, my refinished headlights and my new ballasts, my eBay ones. Now my 03 already had eBay ballasts on it, so I just took the pigtail from it that someone had already made and I plugged it in. That way I didn't have to splice anything new. Saved me a couple minutes, and they work. They're not on right now, obviously, no batteries in it, but I'm going to show you guys how to install the headlights and the brackets for them and get them as flush as possible. But first, before I do that, I'm probably not going to film this, but I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the ballasts themselves, where I'm going to mount them. I may put the OE ballast back in just to sit up there to seal the headlight and to get something for those to strap onto, or I may do like other people have done and mount it on the resonator box down there. Whatever the case, I'll show the end result. I'm just not going to show how I do it because I don't think it's really all that important. And yeah, I sacrificed hood struts on this and put them on the 03 as well, so I just have a piece of wood and it works. So, but you guys will see how to put your new headlights in and how it looks. Alright, you guys will be seeing that in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so I got these all rigged up. Show you guys how, I guess. So got the caps on. I lost my T20, so I don't know where they went, but got the harness on. It goes down. I drilled a hole on both of them down there to get the harness to come out, and then zip tied the new ballast to the old ballast and zip tied the wires so they aren't just going everywhere, and they're both like that. So set this back up here, and what you're gonna need for this install is a 10mm socket and a 6-inch extension. 5-inch or even 3-inch will work. I'm using my little electric impact, but you can use just a regular ratchet. So first thing I do with these is do the passenger side first. Take it, get it ready, set it down here on your bumper. Get your 194, your little running light. Plug him in. Plug him in. Push him in place. And do the same with your turn signal bulb. Get him up in there and get it twisted in place. And then you got your regular connections. This one here for your HID power, and this one's for your high beam. So I'm going to plug all these in and we'll get it situated. Alright, I got all those plugged in, all nice. So you'll see over here on the side of your fender, there's 2 holes, and if you look on the side of your headlight, I don't know if it'll focus, there's a dimple there and a dimple there, little spikes that stick out. That's where those go, is in those 2 holes. It's an alignment type deal. So make sure you do that, like so. See if I can get it one-handed, possibly. They're really easy to not get in. Just kind of got to finagle them. Like that little one down there. So we need a little screwdriver to help get it in. Okay, now that's in, that popped in, as you heard. Now up on the top of the headlight, like I told you, right there, that rests out of the way. Those are the holes where you're gonna get the top bolts for your headlight in. I'm just gonna use, yeah, either one works. I'll just use 2 long ones, that way we're okay. So we'll get the first one started there. And like I said, they're 10mm heads. This one here, find a nut cert right there. And like I said, we're still in over here. Man, those just look so good. Okay, so those are started. Now, what I like to do is once I get those started, take my impact, I'll put it on, there's 3 settings. First setting's like barely hand tight, the second setting's a little bit more than hand tight, so I'm just going to use that one. And the way I find best to get these as flush up to that fender as possible without a gap is just to use my knee, kind of push it in, kind of like that. It gets it in there, and just run your fasteners down, getting close, then check it. You can see there's a little gap. Once I put the bottom bracket on, it'll fill that. So I just like to hold it and run them in. Alright, now we're pretty close. See, there's not really much of a gap. Now, take the bottom bracket, which for this side is going to be this one. It's going to sit across here. There's 2 holes there. That goes. And this one lines up over here. Now you see I'll have to push the headlight in a little bit to get the bolts to go in. But as you do that, it pulls the headlight closer to the fender, gets you a tighter look. So I'm going to do that real quick, at least get this started, and then show you guys from there. Alright, I got all the bracket bolts started. As you can see, you still have that little bit of a gap, but as you push the headlight in and start to tighten these, it will move it up a little bit. And this is also the bracket that holds your bumper on, so you're going to want to get it as tight as you can up there. You don't want it sagging down super low, or else your bumper will sag. So you're going to want it up, maybe not that high, but just a little bit lower. That way you get a clean line, like there. You're just going to want to tighten it down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, now I got this one all tightened down. You can see the bracket. I don't know if you can tell from here, but it's pretty flush all the way across. And I removed most of that gap over here. And we're all tight. Now all we gotta do is the driver's side. It's the same as this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And I'll show you when it's done. And show you what it looks like with the hood closed. I don't have the bumper fixed, so it's not going on yet. And I'll show you what they look like lit up during the day and at night, and I'll post it tonight. Alright, got it in. Gotta put my battery box and battery back in now, but got them both nice and aligned up with the fender. We'll see how it matches up with the hood here in a second after I get the battery in. And we'll see how they look. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, I'd say they line up decently with the hood. Maybe this one can come that way just a little bit. But this one's pretty spot on. Go ahead and give her a cold start too. You got a little bone. And yes, like I said, this one has a gutted interior. All I have is the front seats. Yeah, I've been using it as a little storage bin because I don't have much room in my garage currently, but destroyed seats, but they're still comfy. I still have my windows, my locks. This one doesn't function for an auto lock, so I have to lock it manually. Let me unlock it there. Pretty sure this one has a broken CD player as well, but I don't know. A lot of the stuff's just kind of held in here from where I did swaps. But see if she starts. Primer again. Oh, so it has 212, not 220. Brother helped me, and he kind of destroyed this pigtail time there's a CL in the junkyard, I'll have to grab this pigtail so I can move my mirrors auto. But other than that, it works pretty good. And you can see how long this car's been set. Got moss growing. Yummy. So I'm gonna have to give it a nice little wash. Got all kinds of water in the side pipe. Alright, let's get these lights on and see what they look like. Nice and clear. I think I got 6,000 kelvins. So, why they're a little bit blue rather than the W white. Pretty good. Side wind exhaust. Rowdy Honda. Need to get a new PCV valve on it. This taillight works. And for any of you CL owners out there, if you have a driver's side taillight, I'm in need. As you can see, my brother hit it with a 26-foot U-Haul. He's a dummy. Kind of destroyed the quarter, but it had already gotten in an accident before where someone ran into my other brother driving it. So this is all looking like a pop can already, so whatever. But bumper's all zip tied on too. I'm gonna fix all this. I mean, I'm not a body guy, but I'll at least get the bumper and tail light fixed. Like I said, it's Type S. She's rowdy. This one's been beaten on the most. However, the transmission in this one has held up way better than the other auto we have, which has, I want to say, 170,000 miles on it. This one may have been replaced at some point, but I wouldn't have a clue. But when we got it, I flushed it with Castrol import multi-vehicle. I'm going to flush it again before I start dailying it. I'm going to get a new trans cooler put up front so I can make it last as long as possible. It needs mounts too, real bad. But as you can see, this was originally a ebony interior car, but we have the parchment interior in it from the Nighthawk Black Pearl because it was destroyed, and that car was obviously not beat up. It was in mint conditions out front, but let me show you that. Like I said, my garage is filthy, so I have this turd to work on, and I can't work on it with that crap in front of it, and I haven't had anybody over to help me get that up the deck and into the house. What was I coming in here to show you? Oh yeah. For those of you that don't believe, well, maybe you do. I got a Chevy truck in here too. Yes, I've rebuilt a couple of the 4-speed transmissions, and I've run the Castrol in them since, and haven't had issue, as you can see. I have 9 quarts of it. This is what I use. I have 9 quarts of it sitting there from the last transmission I built, which was less than a month ago. And she's been driving her car happily. But, so we'll leave this boy idling for a little bit. I took the resonator box out too, because the way I had the HID zip tied up, the connectors were buttoned up against that, and I couldn't get the bracket for the headlight to actually be able to line up with any of the bolts. because those connectors were keeping the headlight from being able to push back all the way on the driver's side. Here's the Nighthawk Black Pearl right here. One of my brothers had plasti dipped the grill and emblems on it. I have the Type S wheels that go on that car on it because I was borrowing wheels off this for my Sunburst Gold car, and those Type S wheels have huge knots through the tread, so they're not safe to drive on. And this car's been sitting because it needs transmission rebuilt, and I have to save up some money to do that. But here, let me go down here and show you guys this car. Give you guys a little extra for the CL page people. Don't really go off this cake much. There you go. I had done these headlights forever ago and used the store-bought clear, and you can see how that worked. Not too well. And I got it on the body of the car. You can kind of see that was probably 5 years ago, maybe 6. And they're just now getting yellowed. But this is a 01 Type S. As you can see, it was parchment. The tan, if you look inside, it has the ebony leather, carpet, center console, headliner, everything. I did everything. Those are the wheels that are on that. Type S. Gorgeous car. People tried breaking into it a few times. Not on the passenger side, but driver's side. A couple spots. They were right there. See someone try to dig a screwdriver in there. Right there. Right here. Pried that back. Try to get in through the handle. Right here through the door. So mainly, I could just get a new door and then a new piece of trim that goes across, and it'd be good. And they tried prying into the trunk a couple times, but as I said, it's a rust-free car. It won't be if I let it sit here, so I'm gonna have to start cleaning it before it gets to winter again. And I just have so many cars. I have my CB7. My mom's driving one of my sister's vehicles. We have the Odyssey. Then my woman's CG coupe. I rebuilt the tranny in that back in December. But she got it $500 and rebuilt the whole suspension. Then she blew out a strut, so I went ahead and lowered it. Then we got brand new tires on it. New brakes front and rear. I think they're centric street or race pads. I think the rears are race and then the fronts are streets, but nonetheless, like I said, I have all these cars. I have this CD5 coupe 95 EX. It's H swapped, has the H22 JDM engine, verified. It's from a 95 Accord SIR wagon. I want to transplant that engine into my CB7, but I haven't had the time. I had all this other shit happening. Then I got my 6.5 turbo diesel dually junk. Then I have a 05 Durango Hemi sitting next to it that I've been working on to flip. All these vehicles. Not getting rid of the CLs. I got rid of my Sunburst Gold because I needed to come up with money quick, and I had that car for the least amount of time, so I wasn't as attached. And it had 270,000 miles, but it was rust free. Headlights, taillights were brand new, OEM. Interior was immaculate. Power seats weren't even dying. Radio still worked. It was a navigation car. It was the 01 Type S. I haven't had a premium. All the ones I've had are Type S, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way unless I come across a really clean premium. But yep, a lot of you are probably gonna be in pain from seeing this car all hacked up. I mean, this knob, I don't know what my brother was thinking buying that. I have a Type S knob in the house. I also have a premium wood grain knob laying around too, so I'm gonna have to switch that out. I'm gonna have to actually bolt this console in because it's not bolted in. But little things like that, and it'll be dailyable. Just gonna be a work car until I get my CB fixed up and going. But now we got headlights that work, and they're nice and bright, and we'll just keep hacking away. Alright guys, like, comment, subscribe, dislike, you know the drill. Have a good one. Alright guys, as promised, let's see what the lights look like at night. Hopefully my security lights don't skew us too much. Go ahead and come on, give them a second to light up. See, they're pretty bright. Light up pretty far down the way. Lights up the back of the house at the bottom there, down by the bricks. So that was worthwhile, for sure. You can see clearly, I'd say that's every bit of 25-30 feet forward, and even up there you can see pretty clear. Let's see, we'll start from here. Where this parking block is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so I'll wear size 13s. 20 on top of that. 20 inches. 20 feet plus 20 inches. Almost 22 feet. Close. But nice and bright. You can see the deformation in this light that I showed in the original one. Whereas the slight cracks, I honestly don't know where the damage is from, but you have this light, and I'm sure you can see the little bit marks through it, but it's clear nonetheless. We'll try it with the high beams on. See what those look like. Nice and bright as well. There you go. Now you see how bright they are at night. You see the brights light up the whole brick foundation part, rather than just the bottom. But the HIDs are nice and clear when they're on just alone.